American 2671, it's clearing Bravo 9, going to gate 31.
2671, ground taxi to the ramp via Bravo and just under the ramp on the way in.
Sure.
Fairwing 737, contact approach 124.9.
24-9, good day, Fairwing 737. Ground Alaska 539 is ready for taxi.
539, runway 27, taxi via Bravo.
27 via Bravo, Alaska 539.
Ground exit at 323, Charlie 6 to Cygnus.
To 323, number ground taxi signature, Charlie Hotel.
Charlie Hotel signature exit at 323.
After approach, can have a 931 heavy out of 256 descending via the Angel 4.
Canadian 931 heavy SoCal approach, maintain 300 knots until advised. Clear the ILS runway 25 left approach.
Okay, you want us at 300 knots or more until advised, and it'll be 25 left, Scandinavia 931. Okay, United 420 descending on the Angel, passing 280 with Gulf.
United 420 SoCal approach, speed 280 until advised. After circuits cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
After circuits clear the ILS 25 left, 280 till advised, United 420.
And 420 crossing my temperature, 8 miles in trail, heavy Airbus 340.
Thank you.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Ground, Southwest 4729 with Kilo, push back here from gate 1.
So 4729 ground, push back to discretion.
Thank you.
SoCal approach, Delta 1348, 300, descending via the Angel for resume speeds after Angel.
Delta 1348, SoCal approach, maintain 300 knots.
Maintain 300 knots, Delta 1348.
Delta 1348, after circus cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
After circus, cleared ILS 25 left, Delta 1348.
SoCal approach, good morning, Delta 1174 is coming through 27.9 via the Angel 4 with information call.
All right. Back in the TBM. Doing some FS economy. This is the Naval Air Station. This is where they do a lot of the filming for the Top Gun movies, which is right next to San Diego. So we got some military VIPs that need to go from the Navy Air Station to an Air Force base in Palmdale, California. All FS economy, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to fly IFR because the weather is marginal VFR, so we're just going to do an IFR flight. So let's check our maintenance, make sure the engine's good. Oil's fine. Looks like the right brake pad is worn, so let's go ahead and replace that. So the brakes are good. Electronics are all good. Avionics good. Lights are good. Everything's good. So we just paid $200 for right brake pad. So we are ready to go. Gonna remove the covers and drop in 70 gallons. Do 170. Trying to set this up for FS economy, so it would be roughly the same weight. FS economy does 170 pounds per passenger. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 in cargo weight. We are within the envelope. So go ahead and close that out, close that. So, all right, where's my weight and balance? Weight and balance. I have an app on my phone for weight and balance. So it shows a takeoff weight of 6721. All right, it's right on the money. All right, we'll close this door. Jump up here. Make sure our quadrant is all set for start, which it is. We'll set the e-brake. All these switches are down, except for that one, that's fine. So we are ready to get this show on the road. I'm going to use the GPU so we can get our clearance and get everything set. The temperature is 57 degrees, so we'll just sit here and get our clearance. All right, so let's add the GPU. I'll crush that bar there. Get the nav light turned on. Set that to GPU. You can hear the load. GPU just cut out a little bit. Put a load on it. That was kind of cool.
Aural warning, okay.
TOS system test, okay.
Okay. I think I need the door open to load the passengers. I think. All right. 22.2 is clearance. Should be SoCal. And CTAF is 135.1. I need to file this flight plan. So let's come over here, and either one of these are both untowered airports. So 3019 for the altimeter. And we're going to use, it's either 25 or 29 for departure for the 29. And then cloud winds are variable at 6, variable at 3 at Palmdale. So we're going from the Navy Air Station to a U.S. Air Force base, and so we're gonna pre-file. That just means we're gonna fly a Mission Bay radial to Shamu.
minutes after departure.
Change that to
Departure
golf.
frequency 128.1, squawk 6311.
Alright, so I'll follow that. What's up, Das? How you doing today, bud? Happy Sunday.
So 188, confirm the squawk 6310. Sir, 188, read back correct.
Trying to skip ahead to my other checklist for clearance. Alright, see, altimeter is 3019. So we'll set that. Put this to 3019. Field elevation at the Navy Air Place 25. We're within 75, so that's good. There's no ATIS to worry about. All right, so we're going to get our clearance, and then
For
we'll...
798 Juliet, Lumber Tower, runway 27, clear for takeoff and variable at 3.
Someone's taking off from San Diego, which is this way. Probably too far away to see him. Where's... Not sure where the airport's at. I didn't load the Mr. X one. Oh, there it is. I didn't think about it since I'm not using that airport. Yeah, it's all right. All right, so we are going to say SoCal. We're at Halsey Field. Afternoon, SoCal. Approach TBM 1399 on the ground at Halsey Field, Navy Air Station with weather, IFR Palmdale.
So 13909 SoCal approach. Clear to Palmdale, Naval Air Station, upfiled. Correction. NAC 8 departure to NAC, then outfiled. Maintain 15,000, expect flight level 22010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 5351, hold for release.
Clear to Palmdale via NASNY 8, NASNY asphalt. Climb maintain 15,000, expect 220, 10 minutes after departure. Departure 119.6, squawk 5351, hold for release 1399.
TBM 1399, read back, track 5's ready.
Will do 1399.
TBM 908 Juliet, radar contact departure.
Alright, so I'm going to switch to CTAF so we're not bothered by that. Clearance. Let's load the flight plan. Save our engine and our time. So we're going to do flight plan, menu, delete. I've got a crazy flight plan here. So we're going to do alright, so we're going to let me do this. Let's do a procedure first. Departure 29. Load that. Alright, so we're going to go to Nazi, and then we're going to go to Mission Bay MZB. we're going to go to Shamu, SHA. M U U U U U Shamu to Seal Beach, S L I US Southeast, that's the one I want. Seal Beach, we're going to grab a airway. We're going to grab the 459. And that's going to let us out at Chemo. So we're going to load those. And then after Chemo, straight to Palmdale. P M D V O R. Then we're going to go to K P M Palmdale Regional. And we're going to set Palmdale. Actually, we'll set the VOR. We'll set the. So what's the elevation of Palmdale? Palmdale is 2543, so 35. Say 4,000. That will give us a descent profile. Flight plan is entered. So let's go to X economy here. We'll log in. Why is it freezing up? Maybe it doesn't like the GPU. Why is this giving me a hard time? Maybe I need to open the. Maybe I need to open the door. We'll go to battery. We'll lose the GPU. I don't think that caused the issue, but we'll try it again. All right, that worked. All right, now we're loaded. So we'll close that. It's shut. We'll shut this. Maybe the GPU doesn't allow you to start the X economy. I don't know. Maybe it was just a fluke. All right, so we're on battery mode. Nav is on. We'll turn the pulse light on. Let everybody know we're going to be starting up. Come up here. Turn on the aux BP. And we'll start the timer. Anything over 950 will abort. We can be at 900 ITT for 5 seconds. We want 25 NG within 30 seconds, 54 within 60. You're going to add fuel at 15. Adding fuel. Starter's on. ITT's climbing. Well, within 25 seconds. ITT's dropping a little bit. At about 45, we'll get another spike. There's the spike. Generator is on. We have 54 within 60. Restart that. Turn on the inert separator. And we'll turn on the main generator. Crank up these lights. All right. Get a flight idle. Turn on the bleeds, pressurization, get all that going. Let's check our standby gen. All right, standby gen is working. Back to regular. Turn the pulse off. Our fuel is good. Turn the oxygen on. Check the revisionary screen back up. So that worked. Does this say... I don't know. Turn that on. Check the systems. All that's working. All right, the heading is west. We are facing west. All that matches. Altitude checks. Flight plan is entered. Palmdale altitude is 2542. Automatic cabin pressurization is checked. We are clear to 15,000 feet. Heading vertical speed of about 2,000 feet per minute. We're going to start on 29. Flaps takeoff. Takeoff trim is set. Transponder 5351. Squawk altitude. Good there. There's no cast messages other than the normal stuff. Cabin temperature is 22 Celsius, which is like 72 or 73 Fahrenheit. Nice and comfortable in the cabin of the TBM. The weather 3015. Let's knock that down a little bit. No, my injector is showing. This is taken from real world meters, so my injector is a little bit different. You always want to go with what your injector has. We're parked right about here, so we're just going to taxi out to 29er. Do taxi light on. Winds are 150 at 5 knots. So it's pretty variable though. Change this runway. Runway, where's the runway? Runway 29er. That'd be a little bit of a tailwind, only 5 knot though. So we're gonna rotate at about 86 knots indicated. VY is 124, so we'll set it for 130. All right, that'll work. Let's see if this shows us where we are here. So we'll come on over here to 29er. Heasley Field, traffic, TBM 139, taxiing to runway 29, Heasley Field traffic. This is the runway, so okay. Let's do a feather check here. I'll check our controls. We got good controls. Turn that off. Do a feather test. That's good. Do strobes. All that's good. Pitot, install warnings. Trimmed, no cast messages that are relevant. Go back to SoCal and
GVSBR, contact Los Angeles Tower 119.8.
Oh, they had a shift change.
For 2330, Charlie Rockstar Tower, runway 25, clear to land. Golf Bravo, Foxtrot Bravo Romeo, Los Angeles helicopters identified.
Back, said hi, then had to close the stream. Did I miss all the flight planning? No, I did most of the flight planning right at clearance. So you didn't really miss much. It's just we're just gonna take off.
Clear through LA Bravo airspace by the mini-round.
We're gonna go left
2500 while inside
to
Bravo airspace.
Nancy or whatever that is. Then we're gonna do a U-turn and go right back to Mission Bay and then continue on our route. So we're gonna initially be clear to we're already cleared to 15,000, but we're on a hold, an IFR hold. So I'm gonna get in here and tell them we're ready to go. SoCal departure, TBM 1399er, Hazley Field with weather, runway 29er number 1 for departure.
Calling for the radio, check your 5x5. Number 1399er, SoCal departure. Release for departure, clearance void if not off in 5 minutes, if not off in 5 minutes. Advise intentions, this frequency not later than 10 minutes. Change to advisory frequency approved.
If not off in 10 minutes, advise this frequency, change of frequency approved, 1399. Alright, so he has released us from the hold. CTAF, departures 19.6. So do 19.6. Alright, so we got CTAF and SoCal departure. Hazley Field traffic, TBM 139. Taking off runway 29er for a left crosswind departure, Hazley Field traffic. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Positive right, gears coming up. 115 knots, flap coming up. We'll start our left turn here in a moment. Left turn. Hazley traffic, TBM 139, departing to the south, leaving 2000, last call, Hazley traffic. Alright, so we are in the air and switching to departure.
For 903 Charlie, the previous controller told me that you didn't make the request before the rating started,
verified,
so he wasn't scoring for it.
Yaw damper is on. Oops. What is this thing doing?
Number 188, looks like you're going to overshoot, fly heading 100, join the localizer, still cleared approach.
100 and clear for the approach, 903 188.
Now we're on nav.
Number 79908 Juliet, you're in violation of LA Bravo airspace. I suggest fly heading 270 to exit to Bravo.
270 to exit Bravo, Angel.
SoCal departure, TBM 1399er, 4,300 for 15,000.
For 13999 departure, ident. For 30 Charlie, I think you had a request, go ahead.
It's identing.
For 30 Charlie, roger, runway 25. Clear touch and go, and IFR cancellation is received. Number 13909, radar contact 5 miles south of North Island Naval Air Station. Climb and maintain 9,000.
Climb maintain 9,000, 1399. Alright. So we're going to stop at 9,000.
Number 13909, fly heading 320. Join mission bay 293 radio.
320 to join the mission bay. Which radio? 1399?
Should be the 293 radio.
293 radio, 1399. 320, so it would be 320. And flight level change.
For 66903 Charlie, San Luis ground runway 29er taxi via Alpha.
Close the inert separator. Takes about 30 seconds.
For 908 Juliet, I'm going to write that up as a possible pilot deviation as well. Looks like you were just going direct to your destination. You need to account for all the airspace that you'll fly through as well.
Roger that, still learning, but I will keep that in mind for next time, 908 Juliet.
And let me dial in this radio real quick.
Do you show me clear the airspace now for 908 Juliet?
294.
Number 908 Juliet, you just left the Bravo about a mile ago. You can resume on navigation.
Gotcha, I see it on the GPS now. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. 908 Juliet.
And number 98 Juliet, contact Point Magoo approach 124.7.
Mission base.
Contact Magoo approach 124.7.
17.8.
For 6 Sierra Foxtrot, taxi the parking via Alpha Pass for the I-4.
Yeah, we'll push this out. So we'll join that radial. So that's Shamu or whatever, so we'll activate Shamu. So we'll go to menu. We're going to activate. Now that line is activated, which should match the radial, I think. Be close enough. 32904 radial from Mission Bay outbound, so that makes sense.
Approach TBM November 7998 Juliet 6500.
For 30 Charlie, on course is approved, and as well as the frequency change. Have a good night.
Alright, close that. So we're cruising along, and so I don't mess up arm nav.
Okay, approach 188, head field inside.
For 188, contact Burbank Tower 118.7.
Turn off that light.
118.7,
Leave the
188, good day.
pulse on.
GBSBR frequency change approved.
It's
7988 Juliet, Point Magoo approach, Camarillo altimeter 3016, maintain VFR.
Just going through
maintain
my
VFR
checklist
3016
here.
for 7 for 980.
Okay. So far, so good. We are on our
For
way.
13999, climb and maintain 14,000, contact LA Center 128.6.
Climb and maintain 14,000. LA Center 128.61399.
For Niner 3188, Burbank Tower, runway 8, clear to land, 1 call.
Vertical speed again.
For 6693 Charlie, make left close traffic, report midfield.
128.6.
Downwind each pass, runway 29er, clear for takeoff.
128.6. All right, over to LA Center. Have to keep an eye on the speed because we're climbing like the
Who is calling
Dickens.
for flight following to Santa Catalina?
So at 130, I got to hit this button. I would check in, but I don't want to step on whoever he was talking to. Los Angeles Center, TBM 1399, 10,900 for 14,000.
We're 13909 LA Center, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb maintain flight level 220, 1399.
For 90964 Lima, departure frequency 128.1, squawk 6235.
220, we're going all the way up.
Cruising altitude.
All the way up. Just have to keep adding in a little bit of torque as we climb. Keep an eye on the speed because we're climbing at 2,500
November
feet.
64 Lima, thanks, read back correct.
Cabin pressure is climbing, differential is 4. We can have a differential up to 6.2 without an alarm going off.
For 326 Lima Papa, San Luis ground, runway 29er, taxi via Alpha, have the request. For 64 Lima, runway 24, taxi via Alpha. For 93188, taxi to parking via Bravo, pass for the I-3, don't change to the ground frequency until you've been instructed to switch.
Alright, I'm going to hold it there at 140
for
knots.
93188, taxi to parking, straight ahead on Bravo, and remain on the tower frequency. And I show that you've already passed the I-3, is that correct? For 188, roger. Maybe the previous controller put the rating in already then.
Coming up to the radial now, so we should be turning. I'm using slant alpha for this part, just to make sure I'm on the right radial. And when we get to Shamu, then we'll switch to the GPS mode instead of the slant alpha mode. Slant alpha just means you're using radio frequencies instead of GPS. So here comes the radial. That's like, it's not a localizer, it's a radial. So we're going to fly a radial outbound from Mission Bay to Shamu. All right, we are at that. So we go to standard. We're turning toward Shamu now.
For 326 Lima Papa, runway 29er, clear for takeoff, no delay, and left turn on course approved.
Right on the money. So we'll do heading mode, GPS, back to nav. We're good.
November 870 Sierra Papa, San Luis ground, runway 29er, taxi via Alpha.
Coffee time.
For 996 for Lima Fullerton Tower.
When you reach cruise, you want to
left
set
crosswind departure
the
for
torque
runway 24, cleared for
just
takeoff.
about 90, and wait for everything to stabilize. You want to run cruise at about 91, but with my experience, once you reach cruise, the torque increases by about 5. After it takes a minute or two, but that will probably increase on its own. See, now it's up to 93, so you really have to keep an eye that you don't over torque. So once you get to cruise, kind of maintain 90%, and that way you won't run into any issues. Now we're going to accelerate to probably about 205 knots, I would assume, for this altitude. Come back here, open up this table for these guys. See, now the torque is up to 96. So I'm going to back that off a little bit, just a little bit. I'm going to try to keep it right about 93 or so.
We're 870 Sierra Papa, San Luis Tower, runway 29er, line up and wait, traffic's on the roll. Number 139er, clear direct Seal Beach. Join Victor 459, resume on navigation.
Clear to Seal Beach, join Victor 459, resume on own navigation 1399.
For 64 Lima, contact departure.
Alright, let's go heading. Flight plan. Seal Beach.
90964 Lima, SoCal departure, radar contact, maintain VFR.
Activate.
November 0 Sierra Papa, runway 29er, clear for takeoff. Left downwind departure approved.
Runway 29er, clear for takeoff. Left downwind departure, 0 Sierra Papa.
For 799er 8 Juliet, traffic 1 o'clock, 4 miles westbound, type unknown, altitude indicates 6,500 unverified.
San Luis Tower 6693 Charlie, downwind 29er, midfield.
For 903 Charlie, runway 29er, clear to land, clear for the option. Traffic's a Skyhawk on the upwind.
Alright.
Runway 29er, clear for the option, looking for traffic 6693 Charlie.
All these notes.
For 908 Juliet, thanks. runway 3 Charlie, if you want to make this one a full stop, I can put it in the pass now.
Another 3 Charlie, that would be nice, thank you.
John Wayne clearance, Bonanza 347 Charlie Delta requesting IFR clearance to Burbank.
347 Charlie Delta, John Wayne clearance. Clear to the Burbank Airport on departure, fly heading 230.
Got this cool app for the TBM. You can find it on iOS
Seal Beach VOR.
Or Android. I have an Android.
Maintain 2000, expect 4000 in 10
called?
minutes. Departure frequency
I'll tell you guys
128.1.
what it's
squawk
called.
6025.
Go to the Google Play. I'll just type in TBM. TBM Performance, maybe that's it. Yeah. Just do a search for TBM Performance, and it's like a little blue icon. At least it is for the Android. And they have a C172 also, and this is just an awesome app. It has so much information. It's got weight and balance, it's got departure, it's got the cruise element. I mean, it just has everything. Everything you can possibly think of. And it's got procedures like normal procedures, and then it has checklists, like way more than I even do, but it's probably more geared for the real plane, which this is a highly simulated plane, so it probably does handle all this stuff, including all the warnings. So you can like cruise, and you can just hit this little button, and it says check. I don't know if you can hear that.
Check.
The 347,
so it just goes down the list.
Ground runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
So it's pretty cool. You can set your altitude.
Right, and then there was one aircraft that just requested
actually it does that automatically. It pulls it in. You go to like the quick setup key. It's a quick setup, so you have your weight, your fuel. If you can set up your passenger weight.
157 Charlie Roger, stay.
It's got everything.
Requested cruising altitude.
2,500.
November 57 Charlie, departure frequency 135.4, squawk 7233.
Alright, so altimeter settings are checked. So autopilot's checked. The torque is 93, that's fine. EIS is fine. CAS is fine. Pressurization check. Fuel gauges. That's what I mean. It has way more stuff
157 Charlie. The
than my
frequency is
checklist.
135.4.
Amps and volts.
The squawk code 7233.
Everything is good there. I think we have that. Yeah, that's on the main.
233 frequency 1.
De-ice system, inert separator is
November 157 Charlie, read back correct.
Landing lights are off, I think. Yep.
We're 790908 Juliet, Santa Barbara approach. Santa Barbara altimeter is 3016.
My laptop's going to be. What are you talking about? Oh, the app. There's an app for the TBM. So it has all your checklists. It has all normal procedures. It has weight and balance. It will give you your V speeds. Like I can go back to, let me go, performance. I already set it up so I can go like the departure.
Taxi departing via Alpha Pass for Cat 3.
See, it has like a little runway. I don't know if you can see that. It has like a runway. So it has like, it shows VR 86 indicated. It shows the landing or a takeoff distance available, takeoff roll. It's got just an insane amount of information, way more than I even care about, honestly.
GBFBR,
it's pretty cool.
4123, maintain VFR.
The checklists, like, you have all these warnings. Like, if I had a CAS warning, if I get a CAS warning here, then I can click on yellow or red, like a yellow CAS warning. So let's say it says bleed off, right? So I would click on that, and it gives me a checklist to go through if I get a warning. I mean, this thing has everything, and it's totally free. You don't have to buy this. It's totally free. It's the best app for any. I use it a lot for all GA stuff to get like weather stuff, but this is specifically made for the TBM. At least this app. So I'm at
Maria Towers, this is the 326 Lima Papa, about 8 miles to the northwest, full stop landing with Bravo.
Ray 157 Charlie Chino ground, runway 26 right taxi via Delta Alpha cross runway 21.
What's it called? It's for Android, yeah, so I have an Android. Just do TBM Performance in the Google App Store. TBM Performance, and you'll find the app. It's an incredible app, totally free. They make it for iOS or Android. I'm going to cut my camera for a second. I'm still here, but my laptop timed out, so I need to reset or shut the laptop and then turn it back on. Make sure the picture stays up here.
For 79908 Juliet, advise Lima 52 airport inside.
All right. See if my picture can come back on. Where'd my mouse go?
Number 7 Charlie Delta, contact departure.
All right, back in business. So let me know, Daz, if you're able to find that. It's really cool.
Number 7 Charlie Delta, contact departure.
It's totally like, I would have paid for it knowing how well it is, but I guess it's just, I don't know why it's free. It's so well done. Trying to find Palmdale on my map here. Oh, there it is. Looks like the winds are gusting to 21s. It's going to be a fun landing.
Golf Bravo, Fox Bravo, Romeo, contact John White Tower, 119.9er.
12.
November 347 Charlie Delta, John White Tower.
Papa, reporting midfield.
That's current with
362 Lima Papa, runway 30, clear to land.
110.7.
30, Cessna 326 Lima Papa.
Pop that over there.
John Wayne Tower, Piper Golf Bravo, Foxtrot Bravo Romeo, sorry, altitude 2,500.
November 347 Charlie Delta, John Wayne Tower.
Is your initial separator on?
Bravo, Fox,
I don't
Bravo,
see the
Romeo,
warning.
Tower. Make straight in
Well,
runway 20 left,
the
clear to land.
inert separator is it's you have it either on or on or gosh, open or closed. That's what the inert separator. The inert separator is this thing right here. It allows the air into the. You probably know this, so I apologize if I'm saying something you already know. But this, if you open it, which it's open in the down position, it allows all the air in. But below 4,000 feet, you want to close that door. That way, birds, FOD, rain, ice, whatever, won't get into the engine area. So when you're at altitude, you know, it's fine to open it up. And that's why there's no CAS message. If I were to close this, which we will when we descend past 4,000, then we'll get a CAS message that says inert separator closed. That's a normal CAS message. So you could go in, you know, if you weren't sure about it, you could go in and adjust that. So ILS 25 for reference, looks like 254. 254. Nav. All right, ILS is ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I couldn't see the switch. I wonder why the case isn't when I opened it. It lights the CAS. Well, I think the light comes on when it's closed. When it's open, then it's like normal operating.
November 347 Charlie Delta John Way Tower.
What plane do you use the inert separator on that does it opposite? Are you using, do you have the TBM? Do you have this one?
Number 1399er, contact LA Center 125.27.
125.27, 1399er. 125.27.
Chino Tower, Cherokee A157 Charlie, holding short runway 26 right, ready for departure.
125.27.
November A157 Charlie, Chino Tower, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
It turns off when I close it. At least it did yesterday. So if you open it, it's down, right? That's normal operating. So it's down to open. At least I think, dude. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's right. Anyway, Los Angeles Center, TBM 1399, flight level 220.
For 1399er LA Center, good evening. Descend and maintain 14,000. The Palmdale altimeter. It's Fox altimeter for now, 3012. Advise you have the weather at Palmdale.
Descend and maintain 14,000, 3012, and the weather 1399. All right, so we're gonna go down to 14,000 here. And we'll do vertical speed, about 2,000 feet per minute. We'll take out the torque because we don't want to overspeed the aircraft. Check that weather one more time, make sure it's all VFR. Scattered at 9,000. Los Angeles Center, TBM 1399.
Number 1399er, go ahead.
I'm current with weather. I want to plan the visual into the airport, but possibly the ILS.
Number 1399er, Roger. I'll have a handoff for you here in probably about 10 miles, and then you'll be able to facilitate that with Joshua approach.
Roger, 1399, thanks. All right, so now we're descending. We're going to go to Joshua approach. Joshua 12455.
Request taxi to transient parking.
We're 326 Lima Papa, taxi to parking via Alpha, remain. Actually, you switch to ground. You need to switch to the tower or remain on the tower until you're told to switch. I know sometimes you feel like you're just waiting there for a long time, but we're working a lot of airports, so we can't always see when you switch or taxi off the runway. Just let us know you're clear, we'll get you to parking. Pass for the Cat 4, taxi via Alpha.
Okay.
Copy that, thanks so much. Taxi via Alpha, Cessna 326 Lima Papa.
So, back to the discussion here. Yeah, down is correct for in-flight above 5,000. I read 4,000. I mean, not that that makes a huge difference. It's just, I don't know if I read it in the POH or if someone just said it in the forums or a stream, honestly. What sticks in my head is 4,000. I don't know where I got that number from.
Charlie IFR to Carlsbad.
But this is a great plane. So down, like you said, has no CAS message. So when we get low, you know, we'll flip that on, and the CAS message should show up. And even if I clear it, actually you don't need to clear it. It clears on its own, I believe.
John Wayne, delivery Cessna 4732 Charlie. John Wayne to Palomar, fly heading 175, vectors to Victor 23, then as filed, maintain 5,000.
An approach.
Departure frequency 128.1.
ILS 25, just for visual. And let me look at that chart.
November 32 Charlie, read back correct.
Do ether for an extended center line. I don't care about minimums, I'm just going to load it.
So, Bravo Foxtrot, Bravo Romeo, taxi to parking via Alpha.
So that's the extended center line for runway 25. So I'm going to plan on doing a visual. It should be okay, but that's why I said maybe the ILS. Because right now I can't see nothing, so see if I might just ask for a vector to ILS. I can see mountains. It's just so hazy today around here. It might clear up on the other side of the mountain. You're in the soup, yeah. And SkyMax Pro has very, very good, like this is kind of cool, overcast. I can pick the one I want to use, so I like using soft HD for the overcast layer. And then you have other ones, cumulus, so I use puffs. It doesn't really make a difference. It's like turbulent or stormy, so it, you know, it has more. Whoops.
November 6-4 Lima, contact SoCal approach 127.4.
Yeah, so over there it's all crazy looking. So maybe Palmdale would be fine.
John Wayne ground, Cessna 4732 Charlie. Ready for taxi with...
Number 13909, contact Joshua approach 126.1.
20 left.
Joshua 1261 1399.
For 7998 Julia, radar service terminated, squawk and maintain VFR frequency change approved.
126.
Good day from the Julia.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk official Lima with you, descending 1500.
For 4732 Charlie,
SoCal,
sorry, John Wayne ground, say your position. It just came up on the ASDX, runway 20 left, taxi via Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo.
Alpha Hotel Kilo Charlie, 32 Charlie.
For 32 Charlie, Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo.
Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo, 32 Charlie.
Joshua approach TBM 1399 4000, current with weather at Palmdale.
Number 13999 Joshua approach. Say approach request to Palmdale, descend and maintain 6000.
Descend, maintain 6000. Once I get lower, I might be able to see the field, so probably be visual 1399.
Number 13999, Roger. Expect a visual approach.
Roger.
For 9964 Lima, SoCal approach. Hello. As you have the weather at Catalina, and just be advised at your altitude, I'm not going to be able to offer flight following services. Did you want to just cancel now?
Affirmative. We have the field in sight with the weather. Skyhawk from Lima.
We're 9964 Lima, radar service terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR frequency change is approved.
Palmdale.
Thank you very much. Squawk VFR frequency change approved. Skyhawk, thanks for them. Have a good day.
I don't know where the heck it is.
Landing gear.
Alright, so whoops.
Airport, good evening. November 46 Hotel performing a 9-1 rating with uniform ready to copy clearance.
We're 468 Hotel John Wayne clearance, clear to the John Wayne
separator
Airport.
Coming back on.
On departure, fly heading 230, radar vector Steel Beach, VOR.
Cabin pressure.
Direct. Maintain
Descending.
3000. Correction, maintain 2,000, expect 3,000 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 4557.
Number 46 at Hotel, fly heading 230 to Seal Beach, VOR direct, maintain 2,000, expect 310, departure frequency 128.1, squawk 4557.
There's the inert separator.
For
So that
1399,
should
flight
clear.
900 vectors for descent.
0900 vectors for descent 1399, and I do have the field for visual.
For 1399, cleared visual approach to Palmdale Airport.
Cleared visual approach to Palmdale 1399.
For 468 Hotel, read that correct. For 1399, no traffic observed between you and Palmdale Airport. Report IFR cancellation in the air. This frequency on the ground 122.2. Change to advisory frequency approved.
We can cancel IFR at this time 1399.
For 3909, IFR cancellation is received. Squawk and maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Squawk maintain VFR. Frequency change approved 1399. We'll see you next time. All right, we're gonna go to that, and we're gonna go to transponder VFR. And let's go out here a little bit. Switch that. Do gear down. Palmdale traffic, TBM 139, turning left base, runway 25, Palmdale traffic. Landing gear, I'm at 14,000 feet, miss, I don't need landing gear. Right. Alright, so let's turn that on. Now the pod is off. Cancel the IFR, so I don't have to worry about that when we get on the ground. This field's 2,500, so let's say 4,000 is what we want to go down to here. Just keep descending. All right, there's the airport. What's the little thing on the dash? Oh, it's an AOA indicator. AOA, angle of attack. So it gives you performance landings at your lowest speed. I'm really not sure how to describe it. You'll see when I flare, it has yellow and red. So obviously if I flare in the red, then I'm pointing the nose too high. So it acts as kind of like a safety almost for your approaches. So you can come in to these airports at a super slow speed and not stall. So the AOA indicator is like a anti-stall thing. I've seen it but never used it. Oh yeah, it helps. Like I try to keep it in the yellow when I flare, and it does a pretty good job. So like with my notes, I try to aim to keep that in the yellow, and I had to adjust the curve in my yoke because it was kind of oversensitive. But right at about 90 knots, I'll go to about 1% power and try to hold it in the yellow. It's gusty. It's gusting to... So I'm just gonna do... I'm gonna hold about 100 knots because it is really windy. Trying to pull up a chart while I'm on final. This is probably not the most intelligent thing to do.
500.
Looks like there's a little runway to the right, yeah. Yeah, I'm being blown all over the place. Here we are at the Air Force Base. So I'm going to try to fly a little bit level here. Just get above the ground. Keep some power into this and try to keep it in the yellow. It's so hard. Okay. Whew. Reversers. Flaps up. Alright, so we can turn those things off. Flaps are up. I'm looking for taxiway Juliet, which is right up here. It's up here somewhere. It's up there. Huh, that's crazy. That's PilotEdge drones for you. It's almost as bad as Traffic Global. That's why most of my PilotEdge flying I do at towered airports, because you don't run into that. Start a timer for 2 minutes for flight idle. Glad heater. Welcome, bud. I cannot keep my left to right that smooth. When I disengage autopilot, my plane almost dives hard left. Yeah, there's a trick to that. Let me get up here and I'll park. I'm going to try to park. All right. Let me put this on park. Still got another minute. So when you go to idle, glad heater, take your throttle and put it about 1%. So don't go to flight idle when you're in the air at all. Never go to flight idle. Never go to flight idle. You want to have it at about 1% when you float in. If you go to flight idle, I don't know why it does it. It just takes away any kind of power at all, and you drop like a rock. So just keep just a smidgen of power in when you go to flare, and also add a curve. I have a curve. Where's it at? Rudder pitch. So I have a little bit of a curve, so just drag this thing down and get it where you like. A curve with this plane helps immensely with your flare, because it's otherwise it's too sounds like bitchy, but pitchy, you know. It just, any little action I do on the yoke, it just makes the nose go up and down. So I added that curve so it's a little bit more fluid. And so with a curve and keeping the power in at 1% power, you'll have a much better touchdown. So give that a try. Give that a try next time. All right, so we can turn off these lights. Turn off the environment, pressure, and bleeds. And we'll turn the inert separator, low idle. Restart the timer. That takes about 45 seconds for the thing to close all the way, or open. Turn off the main gen. Autopilot. Fuel selector. Do fuel cutoff. Should get the aux BP here in a second. Yep. All right, that's off. Starter's off. Shush. Aux BP. Turn off the nav lights. All those lights are off. We'll turn off the oxygen. We'll shut down these lights. We'll do crash bar. And before I forget, let's go to X economy. And go to disconnect from PilotEdge. And that says, never seen my plane dive left. He doesn't really mean dive. If you take out the power too fast because of the torque of the engine, it's going to want to kind of turn the plane. So I know what he's talking about. I want to approach at 10% power till right at the threshold or touchdown, then flight idle might be why I don't. Yeah, if you're keeping 10% power, then you will notice it less. But I understand the pitch bit might look to see if doing the curve on my HOTAS help. Oh, dude, yeah, you'll find a significant improvement in handling with just a slight curve. You don't need much of one. Just a little bit goes a long way with this aircraft. check FS economy, make sure I got my money. My money is there. So that made me 3,700. Cool. I'm sketchy about adjusting much as it messes with your. Well, no, see, you do it per aircraft, right? See down here, active profile. I have a profile for each aircraft. So once you've loaded the airplane, you want to load the airplane first, then go into the curve for that airplane. So as long as you have an active profile for the TBM, whatever curve you put here won't mess with any of your helicopters or anything else that you're flying. It's specifically aircraft specific curve. So I've got different curves. I've got a different one for my Airbus. So it's just aircraft specific. Wow, that tower's far away. Plus it was super windy, so I didn't have full flaps. I was about 3/4 flaps, and I was holding 100 knots because of how gusty it was. If it was wind calm, I would have been full flaps with crossing the threshold at 90 and going to flight idle 1% or whatever at 1%. But yeah, when it's gusty, mustache. Got ourselves some pilots. Yep. The profiles never changed properly for me. You got to do it once the airplane is loaded, bud. Don't do profiles in the main X-plane settings. Load the plane. It's just like DCS. DCS is the same way. You have to have the aircraft loaded before you customize your hardware. Both of these sims are the same way. Once the plane's loaded, then you can set. Do you DC from PE? Did you? Yes. Yeah, I always disconnect before I do a replay. Before doing replay. If you did, I just didn't see it. Yeah, you missed it. It's on my checklist, actually. I have a sign offline on my checklist right before the replay because I will forget if I don't have everything on checklists. All right, so we'll put all of our stuff back on here. We're all set. So I might do another stream later this afternoon in the Eclipse 550. I'm going to do a flight probably from Aspen to Springs. I'm going to do it in VR. So I will only stream tonight if I can get the chat into VR. I think I found a way to do that, but if I can't get it to work, then I won't be streaming this evening. So if I don't stream this evening, I will be streaming tomorrow at my normal bat time, normal bat channel. Today's FS Economy Day. That's the next flight this afternoon is more FSE to pay my FS Economy bills. You do load the plane, then set up profiles. It just never works for me. I don't know why. It would just make sure you set a profile first, save it, and then exit. And that should hold it, because in the profiles, where's it at? So like X-plane resources, maybe it's output, preferences, control profiles. See how they're all saved in the output? So I have joystick and keys for each aircraft. I have numerous profiles, and that's where it stores it. So you can check your output preferences, control profiles, and make sure that they're saving there. As long as they're saving, then you'll know it's working. I have one for each plane. Okay, all tie downs are on. Let's see if I can find, let's do Los Angeles. All right, guys. Das, appreciate the conversation as usual. If I don't catch you this evening, I'll catch you next stream, bud. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Y'all take care. Chase out.
300 knots still advised, clear for the ILS. I'm sorry, was it 25 left, 39? At 2069.
At 2069, 24 right, cleared out, 24 right approach.
Okay, 24 right, clear for the ILS, 24 right off the Angel 4, United 2069, 300 knots.
Okay, good afternoon. United 1117 is flight level 250 descending via the Hollywood with Juliet.
United 1117 SoCal approach, maintain 280 knots, slow advise, cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
Alright, 280 knots, still advised, cleared ILS 25 left approach, United 1117.
Skywest 5398, maintain 250 knots, still advised, contact approach 124.9, good day.
24-9, 250, still advised, guys, 5398, good day.
SoCal approach, compass 5768, level 250, descending via, and we have information, Juliet.
Compass 5768, SoCal approach, maintain 280 knots, still advised, cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
Maintain 280 until advised, clear for the ILS 25 left approach. Any way we can get 24 right today?
Compass 5768, can't do it, sorry, 25 left.
25 left, thanks.